انشالله که در آینده اطلاق داشته باشید.
امیدوارم از سشن بسیار خوب لذت برده باشیم و استفاده شده باشه. در این سشنی که بر شما شدید ساخته خواهد شد در ارتباط به پارتیسیپیشن شما یا پارتیسیپیشن کسایی از افغانستان در سطح جهانی در برنامه‌های جهانی است که اینترنشنال ایونتس دارن. از شما یک دیروز ما در مورد آیکن صحبت کردیم. مثلا چند نفرتان بیان کن است اینترنت کورپوریشن فور اساین نیمز اند نمبرز. آیکن مکمل جهان به چند رژن تقسیم کرده. یکی از رژن‌هایش، یکی از ساحه‌هایش میدل ایست است. میدل ایست and adjoining countries، آسیای میانه و کشورهای دیگه که شامل افغانستان و پاکستان و این کشورها میشن. ما همش منبرای همین میدل ایست تحت میدل ایست میم. در برنامه با اسمت کسی که هید میدل ایست آیکن هستن، ما اونا رو دعوت کردیم که در ارتباط با پارتیسیپیشن افغانا در ایونت آیکن که چگونه افغانا به اون ایونت اشتراک کنند، تا حال چقدر اشتراک کردن و سوالای شما مگر در این مورد اشتراک در برنامه‌شان سوال داشتین میتونید بسیار کنید. از ظاهر اسمت اینا شما هم سشن میتونید بگیرید. شمس میشه.
Can you hear me?
Hello. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay, it's your time. Go ahead. You have time for introduction to ICANN. Then you'll talk about the opportunities for young generation and all other opportunities ICANN have.
Okay, and thank you everyone for inviting me today. I'm very glad to be with you remotely and to attend this edition of the Afghanistan SIG. I'd like to also commend the efforts made by all the organizers to continue to organize this event on an annual basis. So my name is Esmat. I work for ICANN. I'm the regional vice president for the Middle East, and in this capacity I'm responsible for leading ICANN's engagement in the Middle East region. Our region spans from Pakistan and Afghanistan in the east all the way in the west, so it covers 22 Arab states plus Turkey, Iran, Afghanistan and Pakistan. As some of you know, ICANN is the Internet Corporation for Assigned Names and Numbers. It's a global body that coordinates the management of the Internet technical identifiers or technical resources. These are the names and numbers that make the Internet work. So when we, use the Internet, whether for browsing or sending someone an email, we usually type a certain address on the keyboard, whether it's an email address or a web address. This address is composed of some strings or names or labels, like for example ICANN.org. Now, in order to reach ICANN.org, this name must be translated into a number called the IP address or Internet Protocol address. So basically, names are better understood and remembered by humans, whereas numbers are understood by computers and devices. And that's why we need both, and that's why we need a system that would make the translation from names to numbers and vice versa. And this system is called the domain name system, or the DNS. And this is the very system that ICANN is coordinating at the global level. Important also to note that having one DNS system ensures that we also have one global internet. So imagine that if we had several naming systems or addressing systems, we would have probably ended up having several internets. And of course, having one internet is very important for people around the world to communicate together, for businesses around the world to be able to do business online regardless of the geographical location. So having one unique internet is very important. Now, I'm not sure how familiar you are with ICANN, but basically it's maybe important to look at ICANN as three main components. So there's ICANN, the organization, the staff, and we're close to 400 staff members working from okay, I'm just reading the comments, just bear with me. Yeah, I'll talk about opportunities. All right. So I'm just giving, kind of background because I'm not sure, how familiar people are with ICANN. So ICANN, we have three main components: the organization, this is the staff, close to 400 employees working from 30 plus countries around the world. Then we have ICANN community. This is the large part of ICANN. This is the community of businesses, civil society, individuals, academics, and governments who come to ICANN to take part in the policy development work of ICANN. And then, as in any other organization, you have a board of directors. This is the decision-making body. So also ICANN has a board of directors that makes decisions about anything related to ICANN. So these are the three main components that ICANN is composed of. Now, how to participate at ICANN and what are the opportunities? So basically, there are programs that help newcomers participate in ICANN. We have the fellowship program. This is a program that started and it allows participants, particularly from developing countries and least developed countries, to come to ICANN meetings and take part in the different, working groups and constituencies of ICANN. Normally we get, for each ICANN meeting, we get about 500 fellowship applications, and we have about 45 to 50 fellows at each ICANN meeting. We do usually have fellows from Afghanistan, and some of the organizers of this event today actually have been to ICANN before as fellows. So this is one program. Another program is focused more on students within the age brackets of 18 to 30. So we're undergraduate students or postgraduate students. We have a program called ICANN Next Gen or ICANN Next Generation. And this program also allows students from around the world to also come and participate in ICANN's work. Important also to note that the participation at ICANN does not or is not limited to ICANN meetings because much of the work of ICANN takes place through emails, conference calls, etc. So those who are members of the different ICANN working groups, they work continuously through tools like webinars or emails and all this to conduct their work. There are also many events that take place at the regional level, and we always encourage the community to try to take part in those events. Again, either physically or remotely. Those remote events are important because they provide the perspective. They provide participants with the regional perspective, which might be more relevant to those participants. Also, in each region, we have regional teams that work closely with the community. So in the Middle East, it's myself and my colleague Fahad Bakhaina. Afghanistan is also very close to the Asia region, and we have a team in Asia, and we have an office in Singapore that covers the whole Asia Pacific. So even though from engagement perspective, ICANN's engagement perspective, Afghanistan falls in the Middle East, but you can still engage with our Asia team as well, since also Afghanistan is part of the APNIC region when it comes to the numbers. So you're kind of lucky because you're somehow in between two regions. So regional teams are here to support the regional communities. So anything you need regarding ICANN, feel free to reach out to me or to my colleague Fahad Bakhaina. I'm happy also if you don't have our emails. I think the organizers do have our emails and can maybe put them on the screen for you. So I'm gonna stop there, but would be happy to take any questions. And once again, thank you for the invitation, and I wish you a very successful event.
نمی‌فهمم کسی از آیکن سوال داره یا نه؟ There are two questions. One is, can the AfSIG participants remotely participate in remote trainings when ICANN has it? Like I believe ICANN has a training portal for remote participants as well.
Right. So thank you for this question, because I wanted to talk about capacity building, but I didn't know that I had the time. So thank you for raising this question. Indeed, I mean we do have capacity development programs that we provide in the different areas of DNS, whether technical areas. But we also have an online learning platform called ICANN Learn. And you can access this platform via learn.icann.org. It's a free platform, and you can just enroll in any course and complete the course free of charge. Most of the courses on ICANN Learn are introductory courses, like they explain what ICANN is, what the DNS is, and there are many courses on this platform. But if you're asking about like technical courses like on DNS operations or DNS security, we are yet to have one of those courses available on ICANN Learn, but we are working with it with our technical team. Meanwhile, as said, we do organize many of those capacity development programs in the region. and perhaps if we're organizing something maybe in Pakistan or in a country nearby, we can just let us know how we can coordinate with you, and we'll make sure that you're aware of those courses and maybe you'll have the opportunity to attend one of them.
Thank you, Esmat. We have fellows from ICANN. There are more questions in our local language. We're going to answer that. The time for you is over. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
ما 15 دقیقه بریک داریم، بعد از اون سشن دیگه شروع میشه.